There's a Japanese garden tucked away in the north of Tokyo that most tourists completely walk past. And honestly, it might be the most beautiful place I've seen in all of Tokyo. This is Rikugien Gardens, and I'm going to show you exactly why it deserves a spot on your Japan itinerary, especially if you're coming here in spring or autumn. The garden's name, Rikugien, translates to a garden of 6 principles, referring to the 6 elements in waka poetry. Whilst I'd like to take the time to explain those 6 principles, they are pretty information dense, so if you want to know more about waka poetry, I recommend having a search in your favourite search engine. Rikugien Gardens are open during the evenings for periods during spring and autumn for illuminations. We visited during the autumn illuminations. There was food trucks scattered throughout the garden and projections on the sides of buildings, as well as spotlighting to highlight some of the most gorgeous trees in Rikugien. We also grabbed a stick of Mitarashi dango, which was absolutely lovely because it was quite a chilly night. During the spring illuminations, the cherry trees are illuminated, showing their gorgeous blossoms. They are normally in bloom in late March to early April. The azaleas are also in full bloom in spring. During the autumn illuminations, the Japanese wax trees and maple trees are turning colour and are great to wander through regardless of what time of day you're there. Construction of the gardens took place between 1695 and 1702. Construction was overseen by Yanagisawa Yoshiyasu at the request of the 5th shogun. The garden was designed around 88 scenes from 6 classical poems that were designated with stone markers. Currently, the garden is a third of its original size and only 32 of the original stone markers remain. After the death of Yanagisawa in 1714, the garden was neglected until 1878, when the gardens were bought by Mitsubishi founder Iwasaki Yatoro, who set about restoring it. After Yatoro passed, his brother Yonotsuke continued the restoration. In 1938, Rikugien was donated to the Tokyo City government, who currently still maintains the garden. Rikugien is considered a Daimyo garden, so created by a feudal lord, and is one of the few Daimyo gardens left in Japan. It is also considered to be one of the most beautiful gardens in Tokyo. Rikugien also has 2 tea houses, Takimi Chaya and Susuji Chaya. Both tea houses offer tea and souvenirs for sale. There's also volunteer guides available for tours during the day. Rikugien Gardens are located in Bunkyo City, about 7 minutes walk away from Komagawa Station, which is on the JR Yamanote line and the Tokyo Metro Namboku line. Entry to Rikugien is 300 yen for adults and is open 9 AM to 5 PM 7 days a week. When the illuminations occur in spring and autumn, the garden is open between 6 PM and 9 PM, with the last entry being at 8:30 PM. Rikugien Gardens are mostly flat and the paths are mostly pebble or gravel, so the gardens are pretty accessible for those who need mobility aids or a pram or wheelchairs to get around. The illuminations weren't too crowded. About 10 to 15 minutes before opening for the evening, they'll start doing ticket sales and get you processed and in lines ready to go through. Whilst the illuminations are incredibly popular, because of the garden size, even though it is considered small, it is easy enough to avoid crowds. There is some congestion on some of the paths where it's a bit more narrow, but the biggest problem you're probably going to run into is large groups that take up the whole path and walk quite slowly. Rikugien Gardens are considered to be one of the most beautiful gardens in Tokyo. And even at nighttime you can understand why. Make sure you add it to your Tokyo itinerary for your next Japan trip, especially if you're travelling during spring or autumn, as the garden illuminations are an amazing way to see the garden in a different way. If you've gotten this far into the video, thank you very much for watching. Let me know in the comments below if there's other gardens in Tokyo that we should be checking out. And don't forget to subscribe for more travel videos. I hope you have an amazing day.